do everything that I can to continue the lifestyle change, even after I reach my goal weight. Because to me, the ultimate goal is to keep up that healthier lifestyle. The weight loss is just kind of an added benefit to that. I'm tired of feeling like I'm out of energy all the time. I'm tired of feeling groggy. I'm tired of feeling lazy. And I don't want to feel that way anymore. I don't want to fall into my old habits. So I think just realizing how miserable I used to be and just noticing how much better I feel now, I feel like that's motivation enough to keep me on the right track, even after I reach my goal weight. Right now, the biggest source of stress is the uncertainty of my next job. I am a contractor, so I'm used to spending time between contracts where I am unemployed. But with the way the healthcare market has been recently, the number of open contracts has kind of become stagnant, and not knowing when my next paycheck will be has started to really weigh heavily on me. The other big stress factor is a bit more cliche, but I had my heart broken recently, and it's been pretty hard to come to terms with it. I've had a run of bad relationships in the past, so I decided I was going to just take some time to myself and focus on myself. And sure enough, when my walls were put up and I was most guarded, is when I met somebody. She told me everything I wanted to hear. She was always supportive, gave me a reason to smile every day, and she was with me through arguably the hardest month of work that I've ever had. I fell for her pretty hard. I found out that I wasn't the only guy in her life, and she told me she couldn't be exclusive with me because I was too nice, and it's been pretty hard to come to terms with exactly what she meant by that. Cardio is what I try to focus on the most right now. I'll go out for a jog twice a day for at least 30 minutes each time, and I try to get out to the tennis court and play tennis as much as I can. When I do go to the gym, I will alternate my workouts by focusing on a different body part each day. So one day I'll go in and work on arms. The next day I go in, I'll work on my chest. I also have a leg day, but I do my best to not skip those. As far as lifting goes, for compound lifts, I will do anywhere from 4 to 5 reps for 5 sets. For isolated lifts, I will increase the number of reps, but generally decrease the number of sets. So, for example, I'll do anywhere from 8 to 12 reps for just 3 to 4 sets. The biggest change for me in my nutrition is going to be portion control. The first thing I started to realize was just the sheer amount of food that I would eat in a day. I had no idea what a regular sized portion was. Along with that, I'm going to try and make wiser choices when I go out to eat, because I do go out to eat a lot. So like that, for example, I'll start choosing like grilled chicken options versus like double deep fried chicken options. I keep an eye on my calorie intake using an app on my phone, and that's just kind of to serve as a guideline and give me a visualization of roughly how much more I can eat that day. And I try not to go over my 1500 calorie limit in a day. So I have realized like the healthier I eat, the more I can eat, so I do stay fuller longer. So right now my goal is to not exceed that calorie limit, and so for example, if I come across a cupcake that's 700 calories, I'm probably going to skip on it because that's almost half my daily maximum. The biggest motivation for me right now is just trying to get over my depression and the funk that I've been in for the past few months. I'm hoping the change in diet will keep my energy levels up, and I'm hoping that the exercise just makes me feel good. I know whenever I go run or whenever I go play tennis, I'm not thinking about my depression. I hardly ever think about the breakup anymore. I've come to terms with that. I realize that that's in the past, and right now, all I'm trying to do is better myself.
I currently have quite a few stress factors in my life. I currently am required to live within 30 miles of my office. At the same time, I'm engaged to a wonderful woman who is 2 hours away going to pharmacy school. Because of this, I'm still living with my parents so that I can live within those 30 miles. I'm going to see her on weekends. We just recently learned that she has cancer. So on top of all of this traveling and everything, we have to deal with chemo treatments. Right now we're halfway through. She's doing great. Hopefully, within a year or so, we can get to a point where we can live closer to my office, buy us a place. She'll be, for the most part, done with school, and things will get better. I currently do not have a gym for me to go to work out during the week. My fiance, she has a gym at her apartment complex, and I typically do cardio and a little bit of weights when I'm there. During the weekdays, I try to go for a walk, do at least 3 to 4 hours a day. The mindset I have is to at least do an hour of something a day. If I can do an hour of anything outside activity-wise, that's an hour of me not sitting on the couch or of me not eating something, and I feel like that can work. Currently, I have tried to cut out sodas, carbs, and a lot of the fast foods that we normally were eating. No longer I'm eating McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut, even though I love pizza. Been doing a lot more salads, chicken, meal prepping, even soup. Trying to drink a lot more water, a lot less sodas, and sweet teas. And I love sweet tea, but the idea is if I can cut all these bad things out, I can eventually get better.